Quick hits first. We're on 3 plays for December 16th. Canucks at Rangers, under 5.5 at -106. Oilers moneyline -145 in Pittsburgh. Spurs +2.5 -110 against the Knicks in the Cup final. And yes, we'll talk about why the models drooling over the other side forgot to carry the one. Yesterday's card? 1 and 2, down 1.2 units. Akaney's rushing over stalled at 60 as Miami's run game froze and the Steelers piled on. Houston covered the glass but lost in overtime because Jokic and Murray exist. Zubac vacuumed like a Roomba, 13 rebounds, exactly what we priced. Right ideas on matchups and boards, wrong endgame variants. It happens. A broken clock and a lucky gambler can both be right occasionally, but neither is a strategy. We stick to the math. Let's start at Madison Square Garden. Under 5.5, Canucks and Rangers. The Rangers are skating on 0 days rest after a 4-1 home loss last night. High-effort chase, empty net dagger, and little time to reset. That's not a recipe for offensive pop 24 hours later. Layer in the locker room static from the Zibanejad discipline saga, and you get a team more likely to play cautious dump-and-change hockey than track meet hockey. Vancouver's profile without its top playmakers leans slow in perimeter. 2 tired offenses, 2 goalies happy to see outside shots, and a whistle crew that doesn't owe anyone power plays. This is a low-event script. If you're taking the over because these matchups usually fly, that's like using an outdated GPS. You'll drive straight into a dead end when the rosters and rest look nothing like those old box scores. Meanwhile, a couple of outlets are riding the home favorite, and even projecting an over 5.5. That's cute. Betting a hyped favorite at short odds is like paying $100 for a $50 bill. It feels decisive until the math taps your shoulder. Edmonton at Pittsburgh, Oilers moneyline. This is where narrative meets leverage. The Penguins just shipped Tristan Jarry out, brought Stuart Skinner in, and are still integrating new pairings. That kind of mid-season goalie swap scrambles defensive habits, rotations, post seals, rebound lanes, and you don't fix that with one morning skate. Edmonton brings the league's most punishing east-west attack to test those seams. Add one more non-trivial input. Evgeny Malkin is on injured reserve. Without him, Pittsburgh becomes a one-line puzzle, and Edmonton can spend its best defensive minutes shadowing Crosby while letting depth win depth. Some models are posting Penguins plus money and calling it a home spot. That's the crowd chasing a bus that's already left. We're backing the side with the cleaner 5-on-5 process, the more stable special teams, and the clearer path to 3 goals in 60 minutes. Now, the Cup final in Vegas. Spurs +2.5 versus the Knicks. Neutral site. 1 game. The market priced New York as a small favorite, and a lineup of pundits is nodding along because 9-1 runs, and city skylines make for shiny narratives. Shiny doesn't cash. The Knicks' backcourt is thinner without Miles McBride and Landry Shamet. Against San Antonio's length at the point of attack, Brunson has to be a primary scorer and primary problem solver every trip. That's a lot of load, especially if Wembanyama is roaming and blotting out the driving lanes. San Antonio's best feature here is flexibility. They can stagger Wembanyama to nuke second units, push pace for spurts, then grind late. Favorites under 4 at neutral sites underperform because the built-in home cushion vanishes and the final 5 minutes become coin flips. Having the points matters. Taking the Knicks here because offense travels is like putting racing stripes on a minivan. It still stops at the same red lights. Bottom line. Under 5.5 at the Garden because tired legs and missing connectors kill high-danger creation. Oilers moneyline because Pittsburgh's structure is in flux without Malkin and with a brand-new crease dynamic. Spurs +2.5 because length, rim denial, and neutral site variance are worth more than a headline streak. 1 game is a dot on the graph, and 10 games are the trend line. Tonight, we're betting the trend lines, not the trailers.